Here we are, excuse me. Here we are doing drying the lobster mushrooms. Just picked today. Um, Pretty simple. You cut them up into small enough pieces. If you can see my hands, see they're not. You don't want to make them too big. Anyway, um, they dry real well, and I generally dry them. Well, it's hard to say how many hours. Depends on how many you got, how big pieces you got. But like right now, um, I started the drying process about a half an hour ago. Probably, it's going to take probably till the late evening, maybe even till tomorrow. I would say till tomorrow morning. That would be the best. You can't really over dry them. You can under dry them. If there's any moisture left, no good. So you really, really want to have these dry. So I'm going to say they probably go for at least 15 hours, 12 to 15 hours. And here we are. About, good gosh, I'd say 15 hours. Yeah, 15 hours. They are really, really dry. I mean, they are dry, which is good. You don't want any moisture. Yeah, I'd say 15 hours. One of them dryers like you see here. And gonna put them in a jar. So here's the jar of dry lobster that I did last night. I started at 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon, and this morning I finally finished. About 15 hours later, I then put them in this jar, and now they should last. Well, I've got one that's over 5 years old, so they should last at least 2-3 years. And when you're ready to use them, you just take out what you want. I mean, this will make quite a bit of I mean, if you put it in spaghetti sauce, you can probably do this twice or 3 times. But anyway, you take them out and put them in a bowl of water for 5 minutes, 6 minutes. Basically, you're hydrating them. And then I would just, pour out all the water, maybe take some paper towels and dry them a little bit. And then you can, once you have got your spaghetti sauce going, well, you fry them. You just basically fry these in butter, and just like any mushroom. And then once you're done, fry them as long as you want, until they're crisp, or it's a matter of taste. I like them a little crisp, and then I'll throw them in the spaghetti sauce and let them marinate. Just sit. Sometimes it's better just let it sit there, put it in the refrigerator overnight, and then reheat the spaghetti sauce the next day. But anyway, so that's one way to do it. And of course, like I mentioned, you can also not dry them and just use them the way they are. Just cut them up and put them in butter and fry them up, and use them as a side dish. So the nice thing about this is you have lobster. For Christmas you can make a meal. So anyway, that's about it.